Wouldn't it be amazing if we had like a time machine and we were able to see what the future had planned out for us, you know, or be able to give ourselves some advice on what's going to happen? Unfortunately, we can't. But now that I'm 48 and I've been through an awful lot, I've got top 10 things that I would love to be able to go back and tell my younger self, in my 20s or my 30s, these really important life lessons. So if you want to know what they are, stay tuned and let's get into the video. Okay, my first tip, really, really important, is not everybody is going to like you. And that is a fact. And it doesn't matter what you do. Some people are just not going to like you. And you know what? That's okay. It's actually okay. But you know, when you're in your 20s or your 30s, it's a really big deal. Like, you want people to like you, and you know, you go out of your way, you know, to make sure that you're liked and accepted. And I think what happens is, as you get older, and you know, like specifically for me, you know, I did it. I people pleased, you know, I went out of my way. I would be fake and false with people that I knew that I really I knew they couldn't stand me, you know, and it wasn't because of anything specific. It was just, you know, you just know. And I think as you get older, you get so much less tolerance for that anymore, and you're just unable to kind of you just don't want to engage, or you know, you would literally, I mean, when you know, and it's like a gut feeling. And I think even when I was younger, I think you still know, you're still aware, you know, that someone is not genuine, or you know, it's not actually a true friendship, it's actually a fake friendship, or it's a friendship that's based around other things. But you know, when you're a bit younger, you kind of put up with it and you're more tolerant to it. Whereas once you get into your 40s, you're just like, hell no, I'm not doing it. I refuse. I am not giving any of my energy into this. So that is one of my first major lessons, is not everyone's gonna like you. That's okay. Right, number 2 on my list is you need to step it up, and you need to know that nobody is coming to save you. You have to be your own hero in this game. I always thought, I don't know, you always think someone's coming to save you. I don't know, maybe it's a relationship, maybe, you know, someone's going to rescue from this 9 to 5, or, you know, you want this better life, and someone's going to come and they're going to make it all better for you, like this knight in shining armor, or this savior, or whatever it may be. Let me tell you something. Nobody is coming to save you. Fact. You have to save yourself. You have to be your own hero. And when you're your own hero, fully in charge of what you do, you will steam through life. Trust me, I wasted so many years in well, I mean, I don't want to diss it too much, but I had a 20-year marriage, you know, and again, you think, you know, you'll be able to change things, or something's going to change, but fundamentally it doesn't. So you need to be your own hero. No one's coming. Number 3, health is wealth. You hear that all the time, but let me tell you something, it is so true. We'll go into it in more details in my video. And by the way, if you're liking this video, you can click subscribe. That'd be really, really nice, because this is my first YouTube video and I'm just starting out, so I'm a little bit nervous. So if you're kind of liking the content that's going to be coming your way, hit subscribe. Anyway, off track, health is wealth. I was a professional gymnast, a rhythmic gymnast, and I competed in the Olympic Games many years ago in 1992 for rhythmic gymnastic, the beautiful one with the ribbons and the balls. So being physically fit has always been obviously really important to me. I've had two daughters. I had them when I was quite young. They're all grown up now, 23 and 27. next year. Yes, big girls, lovely, beautiful big girls now. And there was probably a time, you know, that I didn't kind of train as much as I did, but I've always tried to keep as physically fit as possible. You know, and as you get older, you are, you know, in your 20s, you can go out all night, eat rubbish food, live on, you know, 3-4 hours sleep, and you get by. Trust me, in your 40s, you can't. And your body will tell you that. So I think really important is take care of your health. Just, you know, even if it's a few times a week, you know, just check how much alcohol you're drinking, check how much damage, like, you know, you don't want to do loads of damage. I'm not saying be boring and not have any fun. I'm just saying be mindful. Yeah, health is wealth, and you don't want to get older, and then end up being sick, you know. So I always try and do something physical every single day, just to get the heart going, just to keep the body moving. And trust me, it's the best investment you'll make on yourself. So be kind to your body. Number 3. This one is a major bugbear for me. As I said previously, I've had 2 daughters, and social media. Let's just put it out there. Yeah, social media. You need, that's number 4, to be present, okay? Literally, I was walking my dogs today I walked them along this really nice canal path, and I probably passed maybe about 3 or 4 people sort of like on the walk passing. And I kid you not, all 4 of the people literally were just walking, looking at their phone, and don't even look up. I mean, I don't know how they don't actually fall into the canal, and that is such a bad trait of modern life. Like, nobody is present. We live in this digital world, and I am always saying to my girls, like, oh, it was so much better before we had internet and all of that. And, you know, obviously it was a different kind of, I grew up in, you know, I was born in 1976, so predominantly grew up in the 80s, but we were more present. When we played, it was proper play. We were kids. We interacted, and that's a horrible thing that doesn't happen anymore. You know, we need to be more in the analog world as opposed to the digital world. Now, I understand. Here I am. I'm making a video. It's on social media. I'm on YouTube. You know, yes, we are going to use these tools. They're incredible. They're amazing. They're game changing. They're life changing. We couldn't live without it now. But there needs to be a time, especially when you're with loved ones, or you're, you know, spending time with like family or children or your pets or something. You need to be present. So bear that one in mind. Be present. Very important. Get out the digital world a little bit more, or sometime in the analog world. It's a happy place. Okay, let's go a bit further. Hard times. Hard times are good times. We're all going to have hard times, and, you know, yeah, they're not great, whatever they are. Relationship breakdown, financial troubles, you know, health issues, they're not great. And my take on it is that everything happens for a reason, okay? It's written for us. I don't know where, I don't know who, but it's planned out for us. And there is going to be hard times, and you are going to fail, and you have got to take that as a lesson. And sometimes something horrible or bad that happens is for the bigger plan that something is going to be better in the future. And I've always said this to my girls as well. In fact, my eldest daughter has the tattoo of everything happens for a reason tattoo there, because I said it so much. You know, they'd have their, you know, dramas and this, and, you know, this girl doesn't like me at school and all of this. And, you know, I'd always say, trust me, it seems like the end of the world now, but everything happens for a reason, and you don't know what that reason is yet, you know. So if something's happened and you're struggling to come to terms with it or make sense of it, you don't know what the plan is. And sometimes that hard time needed to happen. So hard times are good times, if you know what I mean. Here's another favourite of mine. Stop striving for outside compliments or, gratification. Be your own cheerleader, yeah? I would spend so much time trying to, do things to, not necessarily, I don't mean like impress people, but you're always looking for that external gratification, as in like you want that reassurance, so you would like overemphasize things you've done. I don't know, husband comes home from work and you're like, look at what I've done. I've cleaned the house, I've taken the kids to school, I've done all the dishes, like I'm amazing. And when you don't get that response, you want the response of, oh my God, you're like, how do you do it? You're fantastic, you're amazing. You're searching for that. And if it doesn't come, it's quite morally destroying. So stop looking for external compliments and compliment yourself. Be your own cheerleader. You don't need anybody else. Be your own cheerleader. Here's a biggie now, relationships. They are a minefield, aren't they? Yes, as I said, I did a 20-year marriage and I have 2 incredible daughters out of it. But in all honesty, I think we all know, or we've all been somewhere where we know it's not right and it's not serving us anymore. And life is so short. We're here for such a small amount of time. So relationships, try and choose wisely. And remember, you can't change people. So don't waste time on something that you fundamentally know is not, or the person or this life partner that you've chosen, whether this is relationships as in like loving partner relationships, marriages, friends. Don't invest too much of your time or trying to change someone, because at the end of the day, people don't tend to change. So choose wisely, very wisely with relationships, and don't waste time, because it goes like that. Little bit of advice here as well, my next point. Don't overshare. Yeah, I have been guilty in the past of doing that, where you overshare with people and then you regret it. Because, I don't know, maybe you've had like a big row with your other half or something's happened, someone's really like ticked you off, and you want to vent, which is completely natural, we all do. So it turns out to be a little bit of a vent or a gossip, could be a little group chat, that sort of thing. Try your best to restrain from those or running people down, because it can come back and bite you. As in, what happens is you can run this person down and all of these things that they've done to you, and you're so annoyed, and you're wanting sympathy from the person that you're unloading it all onto. But then they have an opinion of that person based on what you've told them and how they've made you feel. And if that's your friend or someone that cares about you, they're going to go instantly defensive towards that person. And if you do a full, 360 and come back and decide, actually, I've forgiven this person now and it's all good, remember, they probably won't. So you've now put yourself in an awkward position, because then you look a bit silly when you're like, no, it's all cool. And your person that you've unloaded to, or your friend or whatever, is thinking, hang on a second, but you said he did this and he did that. And so try not to overshare too much. We all do, but try and keep a little bit back. It's tricky. I've done it many times myself and then seriously regretted it when I then come back and look a bit silly. So try not overshare too much. Stop filling your calendar with stuff you don't want to do. We all do it. We all say yes to stuff, and then when it actually comes to it, we're like, oh my God, I really don't want to go. I see it all the time. And I'm thinking, well, why did you agree to go? Why didn't you just say no? You didn't want to go. Why did you say yes? And it's quite funny, actually, because in my job, my previous job, I was working with a girl who's around about like my younger daughter's age. And like I would get to a Friday and she'd be like, what are you doing at the weekend? And I'd be like, absolutely nothing. And she'd be like, oh, really? She was like, well, on Friday I'm da-da-da, and there's Sunday I'm doing this, and then she had all of these plans. And I'd just be like, I'd be exhausted listening to her. And then I was so happy that I literally had no plans. Like, I love having no plans. Oh, don't get me wrong. It's nice to have plans, but plans that you actually want to do. The worst situation you want to be in is where you've committed to so much that your calendar is blocked solid, and then it actually comes to it and you're dreading it. What is the point of that? What is the point? So don't overfill your calendar with stuff that you don't really want to do. Stop saying yes to everything. Simples. Stop procrastinating. God, we all do it, don't we? You know when you've got loads and loads of things to do, yeah, but you actually just can't do any of them. You literally physically can't do any of them. Even when you've got the whole day, right? You've got a list, you've done a whole nice to-do list of stuff to do. And it gets to about 6 o'clock and you've done nothing, right? Absolutely nothing. But probably scroll Instagram or TikTok or whatever, yeah? And you've done nothing. So try, little tip, this is my lesson that I would go back and tell myself, get stuff done first thing in the morning, right? Get up and get it done. Get up and get it done. Get up, get it done. That's like with training and stuff. I have to get up and I have to get it done, because if I don't, by then, yeah, I've had a piece of toast. I think, oh, just watch this little thing on the TV, and then you're done. So you need to be really like, get up, get at it, get all the stuff you don't want to do out the way pronto in the morning. Simples. I definitely tell myself that. Stop procrastinating. Major. As I said, this is my first video on YouTube. If you like and you want to subscribe, that would be absolutely amazing. And I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.